Hi everybody, it is Nat, and today I'm here with another reading vlog. And I mean, I'm always excited about the books I'm reading, but I'm very excited because I'm sorry, I'm just laying on my bed. But today I am finally reading Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book in the Stormlight Archives, and I am obsessed. Ooh, so I'm on page 278 currently, and this is like, mind you, like 1,001 page book or something like that, which is ridiculous. But I am literally loving it. This is such my type of book. Like, I'm obsessed. So I'm already in part 2, and just a lot has been happening, quite honestly. I'm just like, oh my gosh, so much is happening. I will say, I'm not gonna talk about everything because it's like a lot. And I already know this video is gonna be so long because I'm gonna have so many updates because of how long the book is. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love Kaladin. By the way, if I say these names totally wrong, sorry. I don't know how to say them. I'm trying my best, but yeah, Kaladin, literally, I am obsessed with him. He is so determined and so good, and I'm like, he's just now starting to like take control of Bridge 4 and kind of try and protect the people. I think they've had their first Bridge 1 run since he became bridge leader, and I am just, he is awesome. He's trying so hard. I know he's gonna do it. Like, they're gonna start following it. They already have started following him. I forget the names, but like they were helping him bring like the wounded, and they just like, they listened to him and helped him treat the wounded. And I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I really like him as a character. I think he is such a strong character. Apart from him just being a great character too, I'm really liking his storyline. We will see how it goes. I mean, I'm sure I'll still love it, but for some reason, I'm finding these bridge crews so fascinating. Like, I think this is such like a creative thing. Like, I don't know. Brandon Sanderson did it again. Like, I just think it's such an interesting aspect, and I've never read a book that really had anything like this. I mean, maybe there's lots, and I just haven't read books like that. But yeah, I love it. I literally cannot say enough good things. I am just so excited, and oh, I am. The one thing that I will say though that I don't like about this book is Syl. I don't get her. From what I understand about the Spren, they're like, they don't have minds. So why is like all of a sudden she's this like person who can like understand things? I mean, I'm sure she'll like have an important aspect later. I mean, she already saved his life, but I feel like so far she's a literary device. Like, she's only there so that he doesn't kill himself. It's like that he remembers what's important. But who knows, maybe she'll have like something important on later or something. But yeah, so I really like Kaladin. I really like Shallan too, except she's not in this part, so I haven't read much about her. I really think it's interesting too, kind of how they have like their safe hand, their right hand. I hope we learn a little bit more about that and why. I don't know if it's just like a purity thing or what, but I think it's interesting. I think everything is interesting. I love the way this world is being set up. That's another thing. Like, this world is just being set up perfectly. It's like we get just enough information at a time that it's not overwhelming, but it's enough that we're never like super confused, and I just think it's perfect. And I've also been reading about Adolin and Dalinar. Yeah, hopefully I'm saying these names right. But I like Adolin a lot. Dalinar does seem to be going a little crazy, but I also think he's going to be right in the end. But Adolin kind of reminds me of Kaladin. Are there Kaladin? Oh, these names, they're hard. But yeah, I am really liking everything, if you guys can't tell. But on that note, I think I will get back to reading, and I will check in with you guys soon. Okay, hi guys. I'm here again at work, and I am now on page 615 of The Way of Kings, and this book is seriously one of the best books I've ever read. Going into this book, I definitely knew that I was gonna love it, but it's even better than I thought. Like, I am literally obsessed. And so right now I am just kind of, I will say Kaladin is my absolute favorite character. He is amazing. Pretty much where I'm at, it's a little bit after they did the side carry, and then he got strung up and he survived the high storm, and now they're actually planning on learning how to fight with spears and escape. And I'm just like literally so excited. Like, I love Kaladin. I love his story. Like, I just look forward to his chapters so much. They're so amazing. So I'm just so excited to see what happens with him, because he's still technically a slave. So like even if he's escapes, he's not like the other men. Like he still has like his slave brand. So I'm just so excited to see what happens with Kaladin. I love him. I feel like he's gonna do great things in this book. He is amazing. My favorite character, one of my favorite characters of all time. And then so also for Shallan, she just stole the Soulcaster, and I didn't think she was gonna do it. I thought she was gonna decide to stay and become like an actual scholar, but after like the whole weird scene with Jasna where she like killed everybody, she stole the Soulcaster, and now she's actually planning on leaving. So I'm just like really curious what's gonna happen there too, because I just know that's not gonna end well. And she seems to like be falling in love with Kobsal, like the artist, and I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? I mean, I'm just seriously so obsessed with this book right now. Like I absolutely love it. So I think I'm going to try and update you guys more, because I'm over halfway now and I've only done, this is only my second update, but it's just so good. I love how like complex but yet simple this world is. Like I feel like a lot of time, okay, reading this has made me realize that in a lot of times in fantasies you're given just like kind of more like the base stuff of the world, but I feel like in Brandon Sanderson's writing especially this book, the world is so fleshed out. Like I feel like I'm getting all these details of the world that like don't actually like aren't that important to the story. I mean, like sure they're important, but it's like I feel like everything has like so much detail, and it's so like it's like an actual world. Like there's just so much detail to it that I feel like I hope I'm explaining this well. I just feel like it's a very detailed world, and it's like everything about the world is there. Like you know, it's like even like the small things that like make a society there like mentioned, and they're there, and it's just very a fleshed out world, and I love it. So yeah, I am just obsessed. Like it's so amazing. I feel like I need to read more books like this. So yeah, if you guys have any books that you like that are like Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, or even mainly Way of Kings, let me know, because I want more, and I know I'm gonna read the next book right after this one probably, and they're just so good. But I think that's gonna be it for this update, and I'll update you guys with more soon. Oh my good lord, I literally have like 60 pages left of this stinking book, and I am freaking out. Literally so much has happened, and I'm just like I just there are no words. I am just overwhelmed with the amazingness that is this book. I am just like, I love this book. Kind of a lot has happened currently. They're like in the midst of the Battle of the Tower. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Sadie's abandoned Dalinar like to die, and then Kaladin came in and saved the day. And Kaladin is, I think they're called Windrunners, I don't know if that's exactly right, but he can do the same thing Sveth can. And I'm just like, oh, Kaladin won a stinking shard bear, like a shard bear kit, plate and blade, but he turned them down. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this kid, like, I mean, he's not a kid, but like Kaladin is the best character ever. He is amazing. Oh, also speaking of amazing characters, Rock is literally hilarious. Like, I did not realize before like how funny he is, but like anytime he talks I'm just like cracking up. Like I love Rock. He's such a good character. I love the way he talks. I love like just all of his rules and stuff, and he's just so funny. Also another funny part, I was reading through this, and I think, okay, so it's on page 764, and yeah, it's funny because they're just talking about how Amaran won his shard blade, and Kaladin's just like, oh yeah, like whatever, and it's just like so funny because it's like at this point, I mean, it's not funny, it's sad, like at this point we know that Amaran stole the shard blade, and I'm just like, oh snap, like that's Kaladin. Okay, my camera died, so I'm switching over to my phone. But yeah, I was up until like 2 a.m. reading last night just because I literally can't stop. I am just so excited to find out what happens, and I only have 60 pages left, so I'm like, what is gonna happen? But I'm just so excited to learn more about what Kaladin can do. And I mean, like, I've seen Sveth, so I know what he can do, but like from like to learn it and figure everything out, I'm just like, this book is so good. And I love how it really is so many different stories, and like yes, they interweave, but also not really, you know, like each, maybe not so much now, but like each story can be independent of itself, you know, like, I mean, sure, Kaladin's a Bridgeman, but like, I guess not now, but like before now, Dalinar and Adolin like could exist without Colin, and Colin can, or not Colin, Kaladin could exist without like anybody else, and Shallan exists without anybody else, and it's just amazing how like there's all these different stories, but like they all are all connected, and I literally am obsessed with this book. It's so good. I just want to finish it and move on to the next one. Oh, I forgot. I just looked at the second one and it said Words of Radiance. Somehow Kaladin came up with like one of the ideals. I don't know if he knows all of them or what, but I just like, there's literally so much happening, and Dalinar's visions have been proven to be true, and I wonder what's gonna happen, because I'm like, Dalinar's gonna survive, and so I'm wondering. Oh, I just remembered, I think I left off, Kaladin had just killed another Shardbearer. I think. Or maybe he's still alive. I don't know. I can't remember. I was reading so late last night. I feel like this is super jumbled. I'm kind of just like word spewing all the things that I'm like remembering about this book. I'm excited to get back and see what happens with Shallan. I'm excited too because, like I said in the last thing, I've seen picture, at least according to the picture, like the fan art, I've seen Shallan and Kaladin get together, but it does not seem like they would in this book, so I don't really know what's gonna happen with that. But also, I just remembered, I mean, I know we have like more books where they can get together or whatever, but I just remembered what happened to Gauze. Like, maybe I missed it, but all of a sudden I was reading and they were like, oh yeah, Gauze has been gone for weeks now, he's like missing. I'm like, where the heck did he go? So pretty much the moral of this is that literally so much is happening. I'm just and I mean, I really love Rock, but like in general, I am really enjoying all of the members of Bridge 4. I love all their tactics, and just like, I mean, they're all Kaladin's tactics, but like, I love how they're so willing to try things. And when they were rushing the bridge like by themselves back to get Dalinar, and Kaladin yelled out side carry, and they just did it. I like wanted to cry. I was like, you guys, you trained so hard, and now you're so good. And I'm just like, oh, this book literally, it's like not even like an emotional book, but like it's giving me all the feels just because I love all the characters so immensely. But I think that is really all for now. I'm gonna get back to reading, 60 pages left, and I'll update you guys when I finish. Okay, so I just finished The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, and this book, man, so I only had like 60 pages left, and I just finished it, and kind of a lot happened in those last 60 pages. I'm just like, my mind is reeling. I think the biggest shock for me was to find out that the Parshmen are the Voidbringers. I'm just like, that kind of blows my mind. So I think I'm going to start the second book soon. And I'm just so curious about the Voidbringers and the Parshmen. Like, I did not see that coming at all. So I'm just so excited to see where that comes and like how that plays into the Parshendi. And I'm just so excited. Oh my gosh. And then also, Dalinar gave up his shard blade to like protect all the bridgemen. I'm just like, he's a nice guy. And now Kaladin is gonna like be his honor guard, and there's just so much that's happening. I'm so excited for the next book. It's gonna be so good. I really want to get the third too, because I know I'm gonna want to read it like right away. But yeah, I just absolutely am obsessed with this book. Everybody needs to read it. It's seriously so amazing. I mean, 5 out of 5 stars, but like I wish I could give it more. Like, this is absolutely one of my favorite books in the entire world. But I think that is gonna be it for this video. If you guys have read Way of Kings, comment down below and let me know what you thought. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!